Alongside of me here is my partner in crime, Jeff Rogers, former assistant coach and all-around soccer guru. Tonight's match is an important one for FC Tucson as they find themselves in second place in their division, but hopping 8 points behind Albuquerque with some games in hand. And tonight, what a great crowd we have here, Jeff.
Absolutely. Again, it's a great night to be out at soccer, and anybody that's a soccer fan in Tucson should be at an FC Tucson game.
So we have some changes in the FC Tucson starting lineup as Rick Shantz has made some moves from our last game. You're going to see Keegan Rogers in goal. The center backs will be Sebastian Pineda and Merlin Hockendorf making his first league start for the FC Tucson squad. Devontae DuBose finds himself back in the lineup at right back with Justin Bilyeu making the left back start again. Ozzy Ramos has become a stalwart there at the number 6 position, with Michael Turner making his league debut after a fantastic performance in Yuma in the non-league game on the Wednesday. And he will be joined by Luis Martinez, of course, the number 10 position. And then up top, you're going to have David Clemens, the captain. Alongside of him will be Brandon Zambrano on the right and Pedro Espindola on the left. The FC Tucson's, of course, coached by Rick Shantz. For the Los Angeles Misioneros, who are now the Golden State Misioneros, Adam Hobbs will be in goal with Angel de Alba, Cillian Thompson, James Allwine, and Brian Birad making up the back four. Jadilson Vieira will be one of the midfielders, and former FC Tucson and legend of the goal heard around the world, Sebastian Gerrata, is playing for the Misioneros in a defensive midfield role. We also have David Velasquez there in the middle as well with Jose Presti. And then Paulo Cardozo and Ronald Moreno are the two forwards for the Misioneros. Misioneros looking to play long early here, and Keegan Rogers finds himself out of his area, but handles easily. And again, it's a little bit breezy tonight here, but what a night, and the field looks fantastic. There was a little bit of problems they were having with the water, but Pima County's done an amazing job of getting that sorted out, and the field looks as good as ever, Jeff.
Absolutely, and I think the players and fans and coaches alike are all spoiled here at Keno. It's just a state-of-the-art facility, absolutely the tops in the league, and it looks beautiful tonight.
Hockendorf's pass a little bit too firm for Luis Martinez, and he is fouled there, and it's an LA Misionero free kick just behind midfield. And for FC Tucson, obviously a disappointing league loss last weekend in Albuquerque. They fell 1-0 to the Albuquerque Soul, who are on quite the roll, are sitting atop the division with 16 points. And tonight, really, it's about getting points at home and getting back on track. Certainly, it's too early in the season to panic at 2-1-1 with 10 games left. But again, a lot of those games are on the road, and the tough road trip coming up into the Rocky Mountains. 2 games with BYU Cougars, who are very tough at home, and a Real Colorado team that's been very competitive this year. Misioneros trying to build through the midfield, and too firm there from the central midfielder, number 30, Paulo Cardozo, who's playing up top for them. Ozzy Ramos finds it, looks to find Clemens' feet early, but again, a little bit firm on the distribution. The Misioneros go back to Hobbs, their goalkeeper, and Hobbs looks to play out of the back. Misioneros working it up the left side. Oh, and that's a dangerous through ball here early. And a good block there by Sebastian Pineda. Pineda imploring there to be a little bit more pressure on the entry pass there, Jeff.
Yeah, well, I think Hackendorf got caught a little bit out of position there. He stepped up, Sebastian didn't, and then the ball got slipped in behind Hackendorf, but Pineda made a good recovery run there, blocked the ball out for a corner kick.
That's why it's so difficult to switch up your center backs, as the season goes. But obviously, Hockendorf was fantastic in Yuma, and Coach Shantz really, he felt he was going to give them leadership that was needed. And a foul there early on the free kick. Looks like Devontae DuBose was the one who got nicked there, and maybe it looks like he got hit in the eye or something by an elbow. Matt Sternheim giving the forward there. Ronald Moreno, a little piece of his mind on that dead ball, and looks like maybe there's some blood there DuBose has to take care of. To see Shantz's adjustment here with DuBose out. To bring Ozzy Ramos back into the center back position, or Ramos is just going to pick the ball up from a deep position here. I think Turner's going to sit in there as the center back alongside, and he does so. Turner playing out of the back. Turner, the USD product out of Surf Club, highly touted player, very good in the midfield, a workman-like performer. Should provide a lot of stability in there without De Silva in the lineup. Maybe brings him a little bit more of an attacking option out of that number 8 position. Entry ball to Clemens. Clemens tries to turn, but again, unable to deal with it, and it's back to Hobbs again. Hobbs plays wide. Justin Bilyeu picks that up nicely, but headed out of bounds. And again, a little bit of a slow start here for FC Tucson. Trying to establish possession. Both teams feeling each other out. And tonight, obviously, it's about putting the ball in the back of the net, Jeff.
Well, that's it for FC Tucson every game. The last time we had a PDL home game here, we won 2-0, and it was all about goal scoring. That really set the tone. Of course, they go into Albuquerque, can't find a goal, and then you end up losing 1-0. So the attack is just so critical for this team.
And Misioneros basically walking the ball through the FC Tucson defense, and only a last-second intervention by the center backs, Sebastian Pineda. But I wanted to talk about, a few great touches there from Sebastian Gerada coming out of the midfield, turning beautifully and switching the ball. And Gerada is certainly an excellent player. He scored a number of goals for FC Tucson, had a fantastic senior season, leading his squad at Loyola Marymount in scoring. And it's just a guy who can dribble you, he can beat you on the pass, and he's somebody we're going to have to pay attention to tonight.
Yeah, he looks very dangerous already, and you're exactly right. Right now, everybody looks a little bit tentative from FC Tucson's standpoint. The defense isn't really sure whether they should step up, whether the midfield should be picked up, and we're starting to see a separation. We've got basically 6 in the back and 6 up front, and we've got to start to close those gaps up a little bit.
Zambrano, not sure if he should have pressed there, and probably should have from the moment he started. Would have put Hobbs in a very difficult position. And it just looks a little bit out of sync to start with here for FC Tucson. Hobbs with the goal kick delivers. And Justin Bilyeu mistimes his jump, and Sebastian Pineda shakily clears that out of bounds.
So one of the issues right now is the Misioneros play 5 in the midfield and 3 in the central midfield. And Luis Martinez likes to step up high with Dave Clemens and pick up the 2 center backs. But I think tonight he's going to have to sit back more and do a lot more defensive work with that 3rd midfield.
No foul there. Attempted dribbling by Paulo Cardozo. And FC Tucson looking to build out with Espindola. Plays very slow so far from FC Tucson. And that's been a problem early in games, the speed of play. Rick has been touting that in practice over and over again. Clemens. DeBose. Foul, but play on there. Good run there by Zambrano. Just a little bit too long there for Devontae DeBose holding onto that ball, and a throw in for David Clemens. And DeBose was extremely dangerous in the weekday against Yuma, and that's, I think, what Rick Shantz and all of us have been looking for Devontae all season, Jeff.
Well, the guy is an athletic specimen, and that's never going to be a question. He's great running forward with the ball. The question becomes that last touch, that quality touch that you need in the final service. That's what we're going to be looking for tonight.
And the pace of Pineda and the positioning of Justin Bilyeu not getting that ball, and that started all kinds of trouble. And Sebastian probably needs to drop back there and let there be some time for recovery instead of trying to win that right in the midfield. Not having Caleb Scott's closing speed. That's a great ball into Espindola here. Very dangerous, an excellent vision there by Luis Martinez. And maybe a 50-50 there, but I think FC Tucson would gladly take the foul there rather than Pineda giving up what was a very close challenge back in their half of the field.
Yeah, exactly. And the outside back for the Misioneros showed a lot of speed there, so I think they're going to have a hard time getting behind him. But yeah, it's not a terrible foul. He's going to play the ball out of bounds. I've seen him pull out of it, but like you said, it's a good attacking play, good ball over the top from Martinez, and hopefully they'll look for more of that tonight.
Justin Bilyeu tries to bring it down, but again, stolen very easily by the center forward, Ronald Moreno. Cardozo's dropping into very deep positions here to pick up the ball. Giving away to Pineda. Pineda finds Espindola. Espindola quickly to Martinez. And there's the counterattack potential. And David Clemens left something behind there. But Espindola picks it up, and he's got a chance to run here. And if Espindola draws a foul from behind there, and you know, again, when the counter is on and the speed is there, FC Tucson certainly has the players to create danger.
Yeah, it was a great play by Espindola because Dave Clemens received the ball with his back, kind of lost it to the defender and fell down. It looked like it was going to be a turnover. Espindola comes out of nowhere, picks it up, and then attacks that last man and actually gets fouled from behind just a yard or two right outside the box on the left side. A very dangerous place for a free kick.
And you look to see probably Espindola or Clemens fighting over this free kick. Both of them very good dead ball strikers, and you also have Justin Bilyeu with a left-footed ball. Maybe that's an option as well. So be interested to see how this turns out. Looks like there's a little bit of trickery. 3 men are on the ball here. Misioneros bringing everyone back here, which is an interesting thing as well. So it's interesting to see how they'll break from this situation. But again, dangerous situation. FC Tucson would love to test Hobbs on this early. It'll be Martinez. No, Clemens. Clemens, oh, just hits the wall. DeBose gets a good touch on that. Clemens is on though. And I think for that, either way, definitely Espindola was in the play, and that's where the offsides came from, even if David was on.
Yeah, it was really unlucky. Like Dave Clemens hit the wall, came back out to Pineda, who is sort of a 50-50 thing, and he just played it almost like a rainbow over the top of the defense. And Espindola was just in a position trying to get back. He didn't want to be engaged in it. He walked back, but because he was in that place, yeah, the linesman had no choice but to call offside.
Oh, and a long ball here from Hobbs just drove that. Rogers comes out and deals with it, but showing a good range of distribution there from goalkeeper Adam Hobbs. Rogers plays out to Hockendorf. Hockendorf looking to build here for the FC Tucson. Finds Turner. Turner in that deep position. Pineda just clears to a waiting Los Angeles Misionero player, number 8, Jadilson Vieira. Vieira finds again Paulo Cardozo, who's supposed to be playing forward in this schematic I have here, but has come into very, very deep positions. Pineda with the ball. Pineda back to Rogers. Rogers to Pineda. Turner deep. And again, this 4 up front without the move, there's the movement they need there. Good. And there it is. And this is where trouble starts. Great ball. And DeBose has got tons of space here. Looking for equality on the cross here. Overhits it, but Espindola is going to get on the back of this and look to face up. Espindola. Oh. Great ball in. No one there. Back to Zambrano or DeBose. DeBose finds Turner. Turner plays in looking for Martinez and cleared away. And again, Devontae DeBose, so much space, so dangerous overlapping there, but the service let him down.
Yeah, and you're right. It's a great run out of that right back position. Good switch of the point of attack to Martinez, who found him in behind, but he's got to do better with that serve.
And a good service there by Michael Turner. Hobbs punches away. Right to Justin Bilyeu, has a great touch on that. Getting to the end line. Bilyeu just a bit too far. Looks like it stayed in bounds. It's going to be a throw-in. And again, the final ball has really been the if you will, I'm looking for a term. Achilles heel, thank you. The Achilles heel of the FC Tucson team. And that's what a great partnership is. Me stumbling over my words, and Jeff Rogers cleaning up the mess. Misioneros looking to build out of midfield, and a good tackle there by Brandon Zambrano, and a play on. No love there from the center referee, Matt Sternheim. Martinez holding the ball a bit long, finds Bilyeu. Bilyeu looking to play in between. Great ball there. This is what they want, the interplay. And Espindola is just a product of danger. He gets into dangerous positions, and when you do, you're liable to get kicked, and he gets kicked early and often, Jeff.
Yeah, he and Martinez both, they cause the defense so much problems, and eventually that's what they're going to resort to, is that kind of fouling. And it's great to see these early fouls called by the referee. He's not going to put up with it. He's going to make sure that soccer is the name of the game tonight, and that should serve FC Tucson as this game goes on.
Martinez drives wide, looking for Clemens' head. Clemens wide open. Poor first touch, though, but it's going to amount to a corner kick for FC Tucson. Misioneros left back, fairly incredulous here. We don't have a great view, so we'll just say corner kick, in swinger, Justin Bilyeu.
Yeah, you're right. It was a tough angle for us. Dave Clemens did miss his first touch. You know, the ball went all the way over the top of everybody. He kind of played the ball back. The defender came into it. Maybe he bounced it off Dave. Maybe he didn't, but it's a corner.
Early opportunity for FC Tucson, 13 minutes in. That's a good ball in, and again, Hobbs gets a punch to it. Falls to Martinez. Martinez clears awkwardly, but finds the feet of Turner. Bilyeu does a good job to get back on sides, cutting inside to the preferred left. Ooh, and a deflection off of Turner, but to no avail. Martinez tries, and then we're 1v1 here with Hockendorf. Interesting that FC Tucson will leave the situation 1v1. Hockendorf trying to slow play down for recovery, and Dubose is there to help him. It's a ball slipped through, but just a little too far, but he's going to track that down. That's Cardozo again. Cardozo facing Martinez up. Drops it back. Service. Oh no. And Turner manages to just get his foot on it to clear it. It looks like the Misioneros are going to serve back in again. Hockendorf gets a good header and clear. I can't imagine it was Coach Schantz's idea to have the not too fleet-footed Merlin Hockendorf back there by himself, sitting with 1v1 with the most dangerous player on the Misioneros squad.
Yeah, there's no question. That was an organizational breakdown. I mean, it's just it's soccer 101. You got to have two players back for their one player. If they have two, then you need three players back. You definitely don't want that 1v1 situation because you just invite the conflict.
And Clemens on a good bit of play here from FC Tucson. Again, a Spindola isolated is really what they want. It's a ball in. Oh, it's misplayed, but cleared out. But Ozzy Ramos manages to keep it in the area. Ooh, this is a little bit of scrum here. Martinez finds it. And again, these little flick passes have not been to their avail. It was a good run by Devontae DeBose, and maybe Martinez could have held that a bit longer. But again, being an armchair quarterback from up here in the seats is always easy, isn't it, Jeff?
Yeah, it really is. And the positive that's coming out of this, there's some good overlapping runs from the outside back. Dave Clemens is making some great diagonal runs from that forward position. But I tell you, Ozzy Ramos is really the unsung hero of this team. I mean, he's so solid. He wins every ball in the midfield. He's the one that's keeping things compacted.
And Ramos pressing here. Misioneros switching wide to the left here, looking to find some space, early service, but Hockendorf deals with easily. Second ball, the Spindola on the shoulder challenge, and that's a foul here about 30 yards out to the left of Keegan Rogers' goal from his facing. And again, it's an early corner, and this is trouble. And a good clearance there by Sebastian Pineda. And his Spindola is too busy arguing the foul there, in my opinion, and should have seen the player who's his wide mark, and now he takes up a high position. But again, it's these mental lapses, and that's how the goal amounted in Albuquerque. It was a dead ball off miscommunication, and then an unmarked player in the area. So still an unmarked player there with number 13, and there's some real organizational situations here. They're not FC Tucson's favor. Well handled by Rogers, though. Turner looking to play forward, plays back again to DeBose. DeBose finding Ramos. Ramos looking, waiting for that run to develop, and plays a beautiful ball in to Michael Turner. And Michael Turner with a great first touch. And again, Ozzy Ramos has been the calming factor. He's letting play develop. Turner with a good interchange there, and really I think FC Tucson just needs to sort out the organizational side because the chances are going to come.
Well, and this is where leadership is so important. You need somebody stepping up, making sure that when there's dead ball situations happen, that everybody's focused on what's important, getting the wall set up, making sure that you got everything taken care of.
Ramos on the ball again finds Turner. Turner with a good entry ball here to Zambrano. And Zambrano finally on the ball. The back heel by Clemens and just not there. Good creativity. You don't mind seeing that on the top of the box. Turner controls. Finds Ramos. Ramos looking to stretch play, but plays an excellent ball into Spindola. Returns. Spindola finds Martinez. Finds DeBose. DeBose, good ball into Zambrano. This is a good patient build-up from FC Tucson. Zambrano with a great service. Oh, Justin Blood. He's found his man at Spindola, and Ozzy Ramos with a great strike just off the mark. And again, good decisions there. Bilyeu, good decision to Spindola, and Spindola with a bad touch, but it did find its way to Ozzy Ramos. But again, it's the good quality build-up and the patience from FC Tucson.
Yeah, that was a 10 to 12 pass sequence there, and it really was a great build-up, coming from the right to the left, and Ozzy Ramos just sniffing that ball out, stepping in from that sixth position, and really rifled a left-footed shot just wide of the post.
Ramos coming off his freshman season from San Diego State, and Lev Kirshner said, hey, you're going to like this guy. And, you know, he was one of the players we brought in with Travis Nicolau, who's with the Guam national team. And congratulations to them on their first ever World Cup qualifying victory over Turkmenistan. And unfortunately, Travis and, well, it's a great flick. It's a great bit of interplay there. Right, an excellent play by Ronald Moreno, a good piece of skill. And unfortunately, a good run from those deep positions, Paulo Cardozo. And he's hard to track because he is taking those deep positions up. And if he can join play after in later moments, it's going to be dangerous.
Yeah, he's very clever. He reminds me a lot of Martinez. He kind of starts high, it looks like he's going to be a forward, but then he pops back into the midfield, and the midfielders aren't expecting him. Nobody's really sure who to pick up, and it was a very dangerous situation.
It's a good long ball there to Hockendorf. Clemens just couldn't beat Hobbs to it, but again, Coach Shantz has stressed, you know, time and time again the need to vary their play, and if we can play some long balls here, it's going to open up the midfield again for the kind of combination you saw earlier. That's right in Pineda's wheelhouse, though. He loves those high balls. Bilyeu trying to control and keep it in bounds, but he only does so for Cardozo. Dorada stripped. Clemens to Martinez. Martinez holds it. Looking for Zambrano, but he finds Spindola. Spindola unlucky. This is Clemens. Clemens pressing. Zambrano trying to find his defensive shape. He's going to have a long run back here to the left. And again, both teams with a lot of interchange with their midfield. Their shape changes very drastically on the attack, so it really requires a lot of concentration. And a good step there by Michael Turner, but somehow doesn't get a hold of it. Some poor touches here, and Turner controls. Turner with a great ball into Clemens. Clemens patient, great ball, and Martinez would have been better off to hit that one time, but a clever dummy. But this Spindle in another dangerous position. Early ball in, just deflected. The Misioneros trying to clear it, cleared poorly. Hockendorf and a good job there. It's holding the ball up by Ronald Moreno, who does a very good job in that 9 position. And Cardozo proving to be very elusive in the first half of this first half. 21 minutes in, 0-0 here at Keno North Stadium between the Golden State Misioneros and FC Tucson. This Western Conference matchup. Ramos again gets a foot in. Misioneros no ability to take advantage of the play-on situation there. Martinez on the wrong side. Cardozo again tormenting here. Good effort on the ball, but good defending there by Devontae DeBose. He's had a really bright start to his game, Jeff.
Yeah, I'm very impressed right now with the organization of the defense. Early on, they were a little bit disheveled, but you can see that they pulled it together. The back four is very, very solid now. Midfield's coming back and helping. They look much, much better now.
Hockendorf looking to play. Turner. Poor touch there, and looks like he's going to be able to win the tackle. And that was needed. A poor touch. Spindola has an opportunity here if Martinez can play him in, and he does. Spindola 1v1. Justin Bilyeu looking to make the inside run. And Spindola just giving it away. I think the run there needs to be made outside. What do you think, Jeff?
Yeah, possibly, but you know, Spindler's just got to make a better decision with the ball. Even if he does run inside, he can't play the ball down the line and straight out of bounds. He's got to try and use the run a little bit more cleverly, let it develop, cut inside with it if he wants to, maybe find Martinez, maybe find Clemens, but you can't just pass it out of bounds.
Again, Hobbs driving these kicks long with the wind and very dangerous. Great play there by Pineda. Turner snaps it into Spindola. Spindola looking to turn and does so. He switches to DeBose cleverly. DeBose looking to get on this and get into that space behind. Zambrano switches to Turner. Turner, great little ball by Turner. Clemens looking for glory. Doesn't find it, but it finds Justin Bilyeu's feet. Clemens wins it again. Good run out. David patient there. Holds that ball up well. Gives it away. Good job there by Pedro Spindola. And again, Ozzy Ramos cleaning up the mess time and time again. Great ball in. Oh, that was unlucky. A good idea by David Clemens. But the entry balls from Michael Turner have been spectacular.
Yeah, and I like what Dave Clemens is doing now. He's starting to find his rhythm a little bit. He's starting to find his spaces. Same thing he does in most games. He starts very high in their last man, and then he pops back into that hole in the midfield. They're starting to find him a little bit more, and he's so clever and smart with the ball. You can just see his maturity and his experience out there.
Halfway through the first half, 0-0 on a hot, slightly breezy summer night here in Tucson, Arizona. Great crowd on here at the FC Tucson game at Keno North Stadium. Entry ball played in there. Pineda holds him up, and Rogers cleans up. And that's a great physical matchup there between Raul Moreno and Sebastian Pineda. Two bangers, two guys with great bodies, and been very clean, but just a great physical matchup. Good early ball there. Clemens is offsides, but I like Turner. Turner's shown all of the qualities you really want in that 6'8" position so far.
Yeah, and I like that pass especially because they've been using so many short pass movements. That ball was a 60-yard ball straight over the top. Clemens was looking for it. That stretches the defense.
Well, that's poor defending there, and the Misioneros are in clear. Great early ball. Oh! That was a great run and a great early service. FC Tucson very fortunate to come out of that with a deep throw in their area. And again, Espindola, the communication between him and Justin Bilyeu just wasn't there. It just needs to be solved, verbally.
Yeah, and Bilyeu, I think, dove in a little bit. He came in a little aggressively. He didn't really need to and missed his tackle, and that's what created that dangerous situation. Luckily for FC Tucson, it was offside.
Out through Pineda, find Justin Bilyeu. Ramos looking to play it in the midfield. Ramos front foot. Ramos to Clemens. Clemens looking for Espindola, finds him. Clemens, Espindola, again, not sure what he wants to do, giving it away. Misioneros out the other direction. And Turner gets turned, and that's a great little ball there. Hockendorf is in the lane, though, and amounts to nothing. Espindola a little bit struggling in these moments to find his space, to find out how he wants to solve the problem with this outside back. He wants the ball earlier over the top, and it hasn't been there. And I think he's experienced a little bit of frustration, Jeff.
And, he tried to nutmeg him back into the center of the field, again, unnecessarily. Just make sure you're clean with it. Play it back to Bilyeu if you need to. But we can't turn the ball over so many times in these unnecessary areas. He's getting the ball too much for that.
DeBose looked to lock it off the Misionero player for a corner, but was unable to. And Adam Hobbs' leg is going to get tired, I think, this game. He's had quite a few goal kicks here. But again, that really big-time chance hasn't occurred yet. Half chances for both teams. The keepers have been pretty not busy. A lot of good late interventions. Hockendorf again. You can see the big body on Raul Moreno has done a good job, but Ramos does what he does best, picks up second balls and makes great decisions. Probably completes 95% of his passes in the midfield, and that's really what you need from that position.
Yeah, his anticipation is just fantastic. I mean, he'll see a ball flying 60 yards, two players go up, and he just has this knack for knowing where the ball's going to pop out. He's first to it, and he already knows what he wants to do as well. Just a great player.
And a wonderfully struck ball there. Great ball into Espindola from Ramos, as we were saying his name. Espindola good finds Clemens here. Clemens back to Ramos, back to Espindola. To Martinez, and this is a great spot for Martinez. Waiting for DeBose's run to develop. For Zambrano, this is where Zambrano is so good. Espindola! Oh, and a fantastic finish! And the Brazilian, again, showing his class and his love for the crowd. And again, it starts with a great sequence of passing, a good decision by Zambrano, and then Espindola just having the class to finish it.
Yeah, Zambrano gets the ball deep in the penalty box on the right side, turns beautifully back inside, strikes it with his left foot, the defender blocks it, it floats over the top of the next defender, and Espindola is there. It's a first-time right-footed full volley. Goalkeeper has no chance. I mean, a really first-class goal.
And we said it, Coach Johnson and I in practice, and again, we believe in this team. It's a very dangerous team with a lot of class, and Espindola, in that moment, showed great decision-making, and before even the goal came, and was rewarded with a great finish there. So FC Tucson out on the front foot again here at home, 1-0 over the Golden State Misioneros. Golden State with a great switch of the field here, and I really like the Cardozo player here. He's a class, good, and DeBose again feeling the energy. And it's probably going to be a yellow card here on Devontae DeBose. DeBoe's trying to hide, but he will be found by center referee Matt Sternheim, and he will be cautioned. Coach Shantz off his bench, but realizing the distance and the wind, these words would be wasted. So Shantz has sat down and is going to contemplate what he might say to Sternheim, casually walking by him perhaps on the way into the locker room. But DeBoe's, again, has been a really bright spot here. Getting out there, getting the challenge. You have to get that ball, Jeff, right, if you're going to make that challenge.
Yeah, you do. But, you know, it's one of those tough calls. He thinks that he can get to it. He's got to go in hard. He misses it. It's definitely a foul. Maybe it's his first one of the game, so the ref is going to let him off, but he does, and he gives him a yellow, and probably rightfully so.
Dead ball is served, a looping ball in. Headed away. Justin, Bill, you should be able to get on top of this. He's looking. Clemens on ball side. A great entry ball and a great job by David Clemens to draw that foul. And that's really the sign of Clemens getting comfortable in that number 9 position.
Yeah, and what I like about that is Dave's coming into the midfield, and now that center back is stepping up with him, creating a massive hole behind him, and Martinez is starting to sneak into it, and that's what we're going to look for as this game goes on.
Again, you see Martinez creeping, taking that high line, him and Clemens exchanging, and then he comes into those deep positions, and the center backs are not sure whether to come or not. It really creates problems. Through Turner. And Turner's entry passes have been sublime, minus that one. Turner switching the field, and Ramos, always aware of his surroundings, finds Pineda. Pineda pushing forward, giving it away cheaply. And again, a great tackle there. And I just love what Zambrano does from the other side of the field, seeing the danger, realizing a good place to commit a foul, and does so. And number 13, David Velasquez has shown a lot of quality this first half down the right side here. He's caused a number of problems. And, you know, you can see the class. Misioneros are playing that tough Southwest Division, but this is certainly a team with plenty of danger and plenty of quality, Jeff.
Oh, yeah, no, it's a very, very skillful team. They play that 3 in the central midfield, 5 there. Very crafty, like to combine. That's why you have to stay organized and disciplined defensively. They're going to cause a lot of problems as the night goes on.
Almost fouled again. And the mic holder's just not getting it done for me tonight, so I'll be holding the microphone. Ozzy Ramos, again, and that's a card, and Paulo Cardozo has been a very important player for them, and now him and Devontae DeBose are carrying yellows. It's probably 2 fouls in the same sequence, Jeff, and Matt Sternheim haven't seen enough.
Yeah, and you know, I like the fact that he's trying to keep this game under control. I think that's going to serve FC Tucson as it goes on. He gave a yellow card to DeBose just 5 minutes ago. Now he's given another yellow card, so I like the consistency.
FC Tucson looking to make something of this dead ball, bringing up the center backs. It's going to be a left-footed ball, and Ramos has really shown the range of passing on these balls all during the season. Ramos drives a fantastic ball. Second ball to Spindola. Spindola looking to create. Smart decision there out to Zambrano. Spindola gets the play on, but again, looking for something. Great early ball in there. Good punch again by Hobbs. And that intervention was certainly needed, Jeff Rogers.
Yeah, you know, Hobbs, he's shown that ability for sure. I think he's punched 6 balls already tonight. He just has an knack for getting that fist on it.
Sebastian Pineda loves to get in those high positions as a striker off those dead balls, but needs a recovery here. Almost a great ball into Clemens. Clemens just couldn't make the turn. And it's the Misioneros on the counterattack here. And a good ball sprayed outside, but the poor first touch. That's out to Keegan Rogers. Rogers preps, drives it forward. And safety being at the premium there. And Spindola just trying to get loose after just getting whacked. Velasquez trying to move forward, and Cardozo again. Cardozo, great change. A lot of people throwing their hands up for offsides, but this is 1v1 and nobody going to the ball. Pineda, and an unbelievable bit of indecision by Ronald Moreno. He could have walked that in, Jeff.
Yeah, I have no idea what he was thinking. The ball went over the top. Everybody raised their hand and stopped playing for an offside, but it was an offside, and it would almost caught him off guard as well. He wasn't really sure if he should attack the goal, and he just kind of stood there, and that gave Pineda a chance to recover and strip him of the ball.
Zambrano gives it away. But again, you know, for all the qualities Pineda shows athletically, again, positionally, him and Justin Bilyeu have not been on the same page, and it's a problem. And something Rick Schantz will definitely have to address at halftime. Outside of Justin's side again, it's Velasquez looking for the early service. Justin gets a block, and it's a throw-in for the Los Angeles Golden State Misioneros. 38 minutes in here, 33 minutes here at FC Tucson Keno North Stadium. And the hometown team, the FC Tucson wearing black, are up 1-0 here as the Misioneros looking to find that equalizer. Tirada outside the number 9. Ryan Barad looking to switch the field. Number 4, Angel de Alba. This is the first really extensive possession that the Misioneros have had in the last 10-15 minutes. Zambrano trying not to commit a foul. Throw in for the Misioneros. Clemens working back and does so. And it's a high kick call on David Clemens. Studs were up there. It's hard to see from this distance, but again, another dead ball. A little shaky here, huh, Jeff?
Well, yeah, and that was a little bit unfortunate. Dave Clemens, from his lone striker position, tracked back a good 50 yards into that right flank, tried to challenge for the ball. Maybe he got his cleats up a little bit. He looked to get the ball as well. But it was a foul, and it's going to be a dangerous free kick.
Just like a left-footed in-swinger here, and it is. And rolls out for a goal kick. Very, very, very slowly. This has been sort of a bizarre kind of half in some ways, Jeff, in terms of the opportunities that have been capitalized on and the opportunities that have been squandered here by the Misioneros.
Yeah, you know, it's the ebbs and flows of the game as well, and kind of the heat. But you're absolutely right. There's been some real defensive breakdowns from both sides that have just created some strange situations, and luckily right now FC Tucson is on top.
And what a 60-yard ball from Ozzy Ramos to open up this attack to start with. Justin Bilyeu. Again, Martinez running behind. You gotta love to see that of your coach Schantz. Craven defending there, Martinez unable to get it in. Good ball there, Ozzy Ramos. I think he was just trying to knock it in there to cause some trouble, but pretty optimistic on the 27-yard full volley, huh, Jeff?
Yeah, I was very optimistic. And that's the Martin Luther King "I Have a Dream" play right there.
I have a dream indeed. Dorada up, heads it backwards, and it looks like Rogers is going to be able to handle this. And, excuse me, that's Sebastian Pineda, not Sebastian Dorada of the Golden State Misioneros. And it's been a wild half for Sebastian Pineda here. Some fantastic game-saving plays, some great runs, but also some disconnect with his left back, Justin Bilyeu. Hockendorf plays long here. Clemens, almost gets a touch on it. Devontae DeBose, not wanting to get that second yellow, I think was wise just to run through that. It's a smart decision by DeBose.
Yeah, and you know, he made a great overlapping run. Clemens went up, tried to flick it on with the header, didn't quite get enough of it, and DeBose continued his run, pressured the center back, and like you said, pulled out of the challenge just at the last second, but he played it out of bounds for a throw-in for FC Tucson.
Ramo just pinging these darts. Finds Justin Bilyeu again. Bilyeu waiting for the run to develop, and a great ball. Finds Zambrano on the far side of the box. And this is where the goal came from last time. Zambrano flicks it in. Bilyeu with just heavy on the first touch. But again, FC Tucson doing very well when they're able to switch the point with these diagonal balls.
Yeah, and like you said, it's all with Ozzy Ramos. I mean, this kid is hitting these things on an absolute laser. 50, 60-yard balls right on the money. That's starting the attacks. It was a great service from the left to the right, then another service back again, and Bilyeu just missed his touch, and the keeper was able to get it.
And immediately fills in for Bilyeu at the left back right there and lets the ball roll out of bounds. I mean, that's the kind of play that makes players play at that next level, isn't it, Jeff?
Yeah, exactly. This kid's awareness of what needs to be done, his simplicity is what's setting him apart from all the other players on the field.
Good run here by Clemens, great first touch. And it's a great ball in Martinez chasing. But I really like the interplay there, and Hobbs touches away. Martinez is going to make him play it early. And Hobbs showing the range. Good win there, and a great knockdown by Pineda, knocking it down to Zambrano. And Zambrano coming into that position to win that ball. FC Tucson really on the front foot right now. Handball, and probably a good thing. Clemens has stopped the counterattack. It was a little bit inadvertent, but no damage there. Switched out there by number 8, Jadilson Vieira, switching the field here. 1-0 here, 39th minute. FC Tucson and Golden State Misioneros, and great tackle by Dubose, and Dubose is up and running. Releases it to Martinez, finds Dubose again. And onside here for David Clemens. Clemens, a great little bit of footwork. Finds Espindola. 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 Blocked. Oh, it looked like he was going to find that seam there, Jeff.
Yeah, Dave Clemens did so well. Picked the ball up from Pineda on the right side, took his man on, beat him with the beautiful little scissors. Then Dave slips it to Espindola, who's in the box, has one man to beat, does beat him, but when he takes the shot, it gets blocked, and it unfortunately rolls harmlessly to the keeper. Good, but a great attacking move.
Another great move with the dummy by. Oh, what a good idea there, but Turner can't get a hold of it. Martinez back up, though. His amazingly bad injury has turned out to be not so bad after all, Jeff.
Yeah, and give Turner a lot of credit. He made a great overlapping run. He's also the first player back, and now just dispossesses them in the midfield and finds it back to Pineda.
A really spirited last 15 minutes from FC Tucson here after the goal, creating opportunity after opportunity. Find the seams between the players. Oh, and given away by Zambrano. A good ball there from Cardozo, finds Dorada, and Dorada is wrecked by Turner. Again, absolute foul. Dorada knows how to draw that contact. He saw it coming, and he protected himself and got the foul.
Yeah, and you know, it's a good foul by Turner as well. You call that a professional foul. He's gonna turn. He's gonna switch the point of attack, but Turner just drops him just behind the midfield stripe. It's a harmless free kick.
It's always good when you can avoid the yellow on those two. Ball out wide here, and again, Julio Velasquez. This has been the interesting matchup all first half. Velasquez turned away. Billy drops back. Ramos pressing. Cardozo to the number 8. Jadilson Vieira out to the left back here. Cillian Thompson served in. Hockendorf gets enough on it. Billiard clears wisely. Into the 41st minute here, and obviously FC Tucson would be happy to get out of the half with a lead, but would be even happier if they could tack one on, Jeff.
Yeah, there's no question. A 2-0 lead going in half would be fantastic. Right now, the legs look a little bit heavy from both sides. You know, we've been seeing that from these games. It's a little bit hot. About 4 minutes away from half. So I think the big thing is just keeping that defensive discipline, staying organized and composed, not giving anything up silly, and certainly if you can get something on the other side, you're going to take it.
And a great bit of defensive work there by Devontae Dubose, fixing his shoe. You can just see the athletic grade there. Offsides there, run by Martinez, and just Clemens smart to be patient with it. Zambrano, Clemens, and cleared away by the Misioneros. FC Tucson with numbers back though. Spindola coming inside to help, and you can see again Cardozo dropping in those deep midfield positions. It's like there's no 9 right now for Misioneros a la FC Tucson, but they found their 9, finding their shape again here. Dorada switches the field. Find their right back. Brian Barat has been very busy here on the left-hand side. Good entry ball to Dorada. Dorada, nice possession there. The Misioneros looking to stroke it around here a little bit, catch their breath. They're going to find David Velasquez, and they like this matchup against Billiard. They've had success. Great early ball there. Oh, and Hockendorf not there, but the quality from Velasquez, and this has really been a problem spot here. It'll be interesting to see what card Rick Schatz pulls out here. He's got Caleb Scott here, a quicker player he can use in that position, and that would be the main option he would have there. And of course, the staunch veteran of every single position on the field, Edgar Rainey, looms large as well, Jeff.
Yeah, and you're right. Billy U's got a tough matchup out here. Just might be that, you know, where sometimes you get bad matchups, but he looks a little bit flat-footed at times, and that's something Rick is definitely going to be thinking about sorting out.
What a sequence! What an incredible Arsenal-esque sequence from FC Tucson there. That was nothing but class from every player making the right decision, Jeff Rogers.
Yeah, and there again, as we were talking, the ball came into that left side. Got played to Martinez, who dummies it. Zambrano comes in from the backside, first time left foot, side netting on the far post. Absolutely beautiful interchange and combination play from FC Tucson.
And again, really, it starts with the entry balls that have been excellent. David Clemens, I can't give him enough credit the first half, what he's done holding the ball up, making good decisions. He has been truly the catalyst at the top of the number 9 position here, Jeff.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's his intelligent movement and his understanding of when to hold the ball, when to pass it, when to turn, that's giving this defense fits, and it's allowing all the other runs to find the spaces, because that back four can't figure out if they should step with Dave or not, and he's just, again, having a field day up there, as you said.
But it's those near misses, isn't it? On the other side, we're talking about Velasquez and the matchup, and Hockendorf can't get there, but just enough to get in between so the player couldn't see the ball. And the Misioneros certainly could have 1 or 2 goals this half, but isn't that the game, Jeff?
Yeah, that's soccer to a T right there. We're, a foot away from being tied 1-1 and a totally different thing, but instead we're looking at a 2-0 going into half lead for FC Tucson. Very much in total control right now, playing well, attacking beautifully. So it is. It's a game of inches at times, but you really have to say that FC Tucson's been the better side.
And a great show for the home fans. It's great to have goals here. That's what people come out to see, but you can see why Rick Schantz really favors these 4 as the front runners in the attack. All 4 of them have such a good sense of soccer intelligence, creativity, ball skill, good ball strikers. But again, performances like you're seeing from Clemens and Ozzy Ramos is just really important for those guys who feel they have the freedom to go up there. Great ball there from Justin Billia. Oh, and just enough of a good defensive play there. And the target ball's played in, and Pineda's all over that one. And Martinez with a great touch to Clemens. Clemens looking to spin and just gets buried. And I don't think the challenge was as malicious as it was poorly timed, Jeff.
Yeah, it was just very clumsy. Dave did a great job of getting himself between the ball and the defender, but the defender wasn't going to slow down. He wasn't going to change his angle on that, and he went right through the back of his leg, right through the back of his Achilles. Did get the ball, but only after getting the knee, calf, and ankle of Dave Clemens.
Dave Clemens and Pedro Espindola are going to enjoy a fantastic ice bath after this game. And we'd like to thank the students again at Desert View High School for providing tonight's live stream. They'll be helping FC Tucson all summer long bring you this free broadcast. Don't forget to get your tickets to every FC Tucson home match at fctucson.com. Click the tickets tab to be taken to our home match directory. See FC Tucson women take on Padors and Legends FC next Friday and Saturday right here at the Keno Sports Complex. David Clemens on the ball here. We're in injury time right now. Served in, blocked. Turner gets a hold of it, but that's all for the half. And it is a great half for FC Tucson, and Coach Schantz has got to be pleased as FC Tucson finds themselves 2-0 up against a wondrous and fantastic side here from the unique and exciting Golden State Misioneros. So we'll be back with you after halftime. We'll see you guys soon very quickly. Thanks so much.
I don't think there's ever an excuse.
I don't think there's ever an excuse big enough where you can't follow your dream.
I'm an idiot and I'm no dummy, and we're kicking off here the second half here at Keno North Stadium. 45 fantastic minutes of soccer to go. FC Tucson on the front side of this game, 2-0. I'm John Perlman here. Alongside of me is former assistant coach and my partner in crime, Jeff Rogers. And Jeff, let's talk a little bit about those goals in the first half. That first build-up and finished by Pedro Espindola.
Yeah, it was just a beautiful goal again. It was a turn by Zambrano on the right side. He turned inside, struck it with his left foot. It got blocked, and so the ball floated over the central defender, and Espindola was there, right-footed, full volley. I mean, unbelievable first-time hit, side netting, absolutely no chance for the goalkeeper on that goal, and it just epitomized the way that FC Tucson is attacking tonight.
Dorada stripped from behind on a great, oh my goodness. That looked like a clean poke tackle. I think Dorada is the most surprised guy in the field right now, aside from the tackler, Luis Martinez. And this is a dangerous free kick centrally put, and see who the Golden State Misioneros is going to put on top of this ball. The other goal as well, the second goal, a sublime dummy from Luis Martinez out to Brandon Zambrano in front on a Pedro Espindola ball on the ground, and another class finish. But you know, these dummies, these second man runs are really paying dividends here for FC Tucson.
Yeah, the chemistry that those four are showing is really special. It's very difficult in the PDL. You're bringing players in from all over the place. They've never played together. You never know what you're going to get. Even though the quality is there, sometimes the chemistry isn't. But this group has tremendous chemistry.
Dangerous dead ball here, and it's launched over. That was Paulo Cardozo, who was very good in the first half. Again, dropping into positions, great left foot. Really a player that they need to watch the second half. Again, FC Tucson wants to get out on the front foot and probably add that third goal to put this game away, Jeff.
Yeah, like they say, there's no more dangerous lead in soccer than 2 goals. Gives you that false sense of security, but the other team scores to make it 2-1, then they've got the momentum. You see it all the time. So the third goal is the backbreaker. That's the one you got to try and get.
This is the way Hockendorf clears out high. Espindola feigns the challenge, but the ball's won again by Justin Billiou. Espindola on the ground again. He spends a lot of time there and gets him up. He's up quickly. Ball played wide out. This is a good opportunity here for the Misioneros. Cuts inside. That's Brian Burrad. I haven't seen any changes that I know about yet. Jeff, if you see any that I haven't seen, please let me know. Looks like it's the same starting lineup that Misioneros came out with. Misioneros only traveling with 4 subs and no goalkeeping sub, it looks like, so hopefully Hobbs will be able to see this game out for them. He's done pretty well in the goals you really couldn't put on him.
Yeah, we've seen Rick do this in the past as well, where he just brings the keeper in, not because one keeper wasn't playing well, but just to give some time to the other guy. So Keegan Roger thought was fantastic, did everything that he had to do in the first half. Now we'll see if Hobbs can do the same thing.
Clemens looked like a handball there, but the play-on's given. Taken by number 7, Jose Presti. Drop back there to good tackle there by Martinez. Martinez unlucky, can't come away with it. Good entry ball on Hockendorf. Hockendorf tied up there with Mal Moreno, 2 bruisers, and the German center back was a little bit bereft of magic there. Just simply a foul. So the Misioneros want to play fast. Matt Sternheim says no way. This ball is about 15 yards in from midfield, an opportunity for the Misioneros. Looking to switch the field. Again, playmaker from the high position is Paulo Cardozo. An early service here. Pineda all over that. Clemens trying to get in front. Is unable to. The ball spits out to number 4, Angel de Alba. Plays all the way back to Hobbs. There's a new way for teachers to easily integrate technology and stream projects into their classrooms. Mindful Learning Institute is training teachers from all over the country to change the educational paradigm, increase understanding in science, technology, engineering, math, and the arts. Mindful Learning Institute, the educational resource for a meaningful education. Hobbs handles here, as both teams are feeling each other out here in the second half. What are you seeing, Jeff? Any formational changes?
No, no, it all looks very much the same. You know, we were a little bit concerned about Billy U on that left side. Yeah, he was given some fits, but he's back in there. Everything looks pretty much the same with Martinez and Dave Clemens pressing up high on their back four.
Hockendorf heads back well to Keegan Rogers, and it looks like the Misioneros are pressing a lot higher up the field the second half. Obviously, they've got 2 goals to make up, and they probably want to start early. Misioneros control again here. Play to their outside back. That's Brian Barad. Wide again. Vasquez looking to serve early. Hockendorf challenges well with Raul Moreno, and the ball is controlled on the outside here. Cardozo again. Good ball there, controlled by Zambrano though. Zambrano. Clemens, great touch by David Clemens. Zambrano, looking for the rollover, and good job by Clemens. And Clemens really, playing simple, has really been a steadying force for the FC Tucson team. Great little bit of work there. Maybe a foul, but nothing called. Zambrano with definitely a foul, but it's all getting a little bit interesting here. I really thought that there was a foul there on Jadilson Vieira. Zambrano fouled him, but Sternheim was not impressed, and I don't know what the foul was committed by the Misioneros here.
Yeah, it was a really weird sequence. I actually thought Dave Clemens got dumped earlier. No call, then it's a second no call, and then he finally blows the whistle for a free kick for FC Tucson. It seemed to be a phantom foul because I sure didn't see it.
Good switch, but Spindola is held up there. Again, a little bit too much razzle-dazzle, and then a foul there for Ozzy Ramos. Spindola would have done well to play that ball back earlier and created a situation that was probably unnecessary, Jeff.
You know, he has a tendency of doing that sometimes. He's such a creative player. He tries to get himself out of trouble unnecessarily. And you're right. The play there is just drop it back, make an angle, try and keep possession, make the Misioneros work a little bit defensively.
Again, you can't fault because the creativity is what makes him special. But and we saw that rainbow on the sideline to get him out of trouble a few weeks back. But sometimes simplicity is the order of the day. The Misioneros again here up on the left side. Good step there by Brandon Zambrano. And again, Hockendorf, Devontae DeBose. And there's really, what are you going to call there? Both players are grabbing at each other. I think nothing is the correct call. Pineda and the Misioneros pressing high, and that's a great ball by Pineda. A good win there by the Misioneros, picking up the second ball, as well as Brian Barad, the left back. Back to the center back here. Angel de Alba, wide here. To number 2, their outside back. James Alwine. Alwine drives it. The Turner gets the block in. 2 studs up. Clemens does a good job to not get injured there, Jeff.
Yeah, and it was a dangerous tackle. I mean, it was kind of a 50-50 ball. A guy comes in, cleats up. Dave pulls out of it, expecting the foul. Didn't get the call, but I think it's a smart move, and it's getting a little chippy out there now.
Turner is crushed there by a very frustrated Jadilson Vieira. You know, he didn't make that call about 5 minutes back, and I think it's been looming in the back of his mind. And Turner got the worst of it there. FC Tucson, I'm very happy to see cards coming out. The play slowed down as they are in the driver's seat here, 53 minutes in on a beautiful, windy summer night at Keno North Stadium here in Tucson, Arizona. Defending Mountain Division champions FC Tucson holding a 2-0 lead on their playoff victim in the opening round last year in Las Vegas, the Golden State Misioneros. And what a game that was, with Billy Thompson making that penalty kick save in overtime to seal the victory for FC Tucson.
Yeah, there's a long history between these two teams. Missioneros are a quality side. Always got to bring your A game. What you're seeing right now is a little bit of frustration on their part. This game feels like it's slipping away from them. They're going to start to foul a little bit more. They're going to try and impose themselves physically. FC Tucson's just got to stay disciplined, stay composed. They're the ones in the driver's seat.
And it looks like the German Hockendorf and Raul Moreno were exchanging niceties there right before that free kick. And Sternheim maybe talking to Dorada to maybe have him help quell what's turning into a very physical match here in the second half. Zambrano almost with a steal there. A little bit casual there from the left back, James Adewine. There's the throw in here by Devontae DeBose. You can see Ramos just lurking in that deep position. making sure that everything's going to be taken care of on the way out. But it's a good opportunity here for FC Tucson. Zambrano, great in the 1v1 situations, creating danger. He's able to pass out of it. Oh, Clemens presses well. Well cleared here. Hackendorf flies to drop off there and get the help from Turner. Great tackle by Turner. Martinez. Oh, and just a great little ball in between. Turner, patient. Zambrano looking to switch the fields. Finds Ramos. Ramos delivers another dart right to Justin Billiou. Keeps it in, oh, and it's out of bounds. And you can see, if for the viewers and the young folks at home, you should be watching the way Ozzy Ramos, as that ball's coming into him, is taking a peek to see what's available. He knows where his prep touch is going to go and drives that ball across. If there's young players watching, that's what makes a quality midfielder. His decision is made as the ball is traveling to him, huh, Jeff?
Yeah, you know, unfortunately, so much of what he does is so simple, so clean, so smooth, that young players don't think it's that impressive. They look for that Cristiano Ronaldo moment where you're playing the ball between someone's legs, you're doing something special. But you're absolutely right. 90% of the game is about quality passing, great first touch, understanding where to be, and Ozzy Ramos is just fantastic at all of this.
And David Clemens has just put the work in tonight. Every step of the way, every ball that needed to be pressed, he's pressed. He's just made it very difficult. He's a one-man wrecking crew up there holding the ball up. And when you play in this formation, it's so important you're getting that quality from your number 9. Ball switched out. Billiou looking to penetrate. Zambrano trying to create there. He does so. Turn, it's blocked well though. Good defending there by the Misioneros. Looking to build out here. Martinez again swapping with Zambrano. This team is so fluid in their interchanges when the first group is on here. Pineda loves that ball. He'll love to see that ball all game. And there it is, the simple ball that we've been craving so much from the goal scorer and this attacking star of this team, Pedro Espindola. Finds Turner. Oh, and Turner gives it away cheaply. And weak shot, but again, I was about to sing the praise of Turner, as I think he's had an excellent game, but it's that one mistake, right, that can turn a match, Jeff.
Yeah, and again, it comes back to that 2-0 lead. Just one little slip up like that, and all of a sudden it's 2-1. That's why they have to take care of the ball. Turner knows that. He knows that he made a mistake. He tried to switch it out. The forward got into that passing lane, and that's when you got to change it up, go back into the center of the field, and then play it out.
Clemens a little bit lucky there to avoid the silly yellow card again. We always got to be careful with our praise with these young players, and they show the maturity, and then it goes out the window in one moment, Jeff.
Yeah, and that's exactly what makes them young amateur players as opposed to professionals. They just don't have that consistency just yet. They show the quality, but they've got to show it over 90 minutes instead of 5 minutes here and there.
Spindola tackled there by a none too happy David Velasquez. And we are 13 minutes here into the second half, and the 2-0 lead stands, and the longer this goes, the more it's going to be in FC Tucson's favor, as it takes a lot of energy to try to get out on the front foot against a hostile crowd in a hot environment as it is here in Tucson. And these teams, you know, Misioneros only traveling with 4 subs. I don't know how many options they have on the bench that are really going to be able to help them.
Yeah, and you know, they're trying to extend their pressure, but like you said, that takes so much energy to do. That opens up nice big spaces in the midfield and up front, and that's hopefully where FC Tucson can take advantage of it.
There's a foul there on Devontae DeBose. Again, he's carrying a yellow card, so it'll be interesting to see how Rick Shantz manages his minutes and who he's going to go with there. You see Elliot Prost is starting to warm up for FC Tucson. Prost can go for a Spindola. He can play also in the role for Zambrano. Those are the 2 places, and he was very effective as a left midfielder in the Yuma game. Sprinting forward there is James Elwine. Brings it inside. Dropped off again. The center forward, Ronald Moreno, tries to switch but is unsuccessful. And Martinez is fouled there. Martinez is so low to the ground and so quick. He's hard to see that he's coming in there and draws a lot of challenges like that.
Yeah, he's a lot like Ozzy Ramos in that way, that he's so clever. He knows, can anticipate where the ball is going to be, and like you said, he's got that quickness and low center of gravity where he's first to it 9 out of 10 times.
Out through Hockendorf. Good interchange here. Zambrano lucky to keep possession of that. And again, Martinez tireless on the runs out of that midfield. He is a nightmare to defend, and he does a good job on the defensive side as well. DeBose through Martinez. Martinez struggles with his first touch, but controls it through Zambrano. Zambrano drops well to DeBose. DeBose flicks beautifully back through Michael Turner. Turner through Ramos. And again, this is just fantastic football. Martinez creates space. Oh, great block there, and great interplay there from Ozzy Ramos and David Clemens.
Yeah, Ramos got the ball on a nice switch of the point of attack, played it into Clemens, who first time to behind his back in a give and go. Ramos finds Martinez at the top of the box, who made that run into Clemens' space that he just left, and he had a 1v1, took his chance, but he unfortunately hit it off the defender. Great attacking move.
Good control of possession here by the Misioneros. Good patience. Looking to switch through DeBose's side, but DeBose is there and handles well. Devontae DeBose has had an excellent match here. He had lost that right back position maybe temporarily. And what a tough decision Rick Schantz has with the quality of Austin Ledbetter left on the bench here. And almost through David Clemens. But again, I like the initiative there. He's picking the right spots to dribble in Hunja.
Yeah, and he came back in, turned beautifully on the first guy, just pulled it straight away from him, took the second man on with the scissors, had him beat and could have slipped it for Martinez, but just lost it to the last defender.
How Brandon Zambrano did not get called for a foul there is beyond me. Zambrano was about to help the player up and waved off by Matt Sternheim. Oh, and it's a great diagonal ball, and this is trouble here. Jose Presti, that's definitely a foul. Outside the area, just outside the box, and Devontae DeBose has got to be careful. And interested to see what Rick Schantz will do here. He has Caleb Scott warming up. No, Caleb Scott's sitting right now. It's just Elliot Prost. And Austin Ledbetter is also available, so he has a lot of options. With Edgar Rain as well at right back, it'll be interesting to see if DeBose makes it through the match, with the physicality picking up, Jeff.
Yeah, exactly. And DeBose just got cut out of position there. Made a good recovery run and actually got there. Didn't need to challenge, but did, and fouled him right outside the box, almost on the end line. This is a very dangerous situation.
What a big moment for this game here. The Misioneros, in the 62nd minute here, really need this to be a quality set piece and try to pick up a goal here. Very dangerous area for Keegan Rogers and the FC Tucson defense. Great header there by Ozzy Ramos. Still in play though. Flicked around. Turner lets it go harmlessly out of bounds. And Ozzy Ramos, not the tallest player there, but again, right place, right time, Jeff.
Yeah, I mean, how many times have we said his name tonight? And I'll say it again. He is the man of the match. He's the player that is holding the defense together with the midfield, and his range of passing is absolutely professional level. He's having a great game.
Goal kick here from Keegan Rogers as the second half winds on. FC Tucson 2-0 up over the Golden State Misioneros here at Keno North Stadium. And the Misioneros control this play. Well stepped through by Atwine. Finds his outside mid. Turner comes across to win it, but good bit of skill there by number 30, Paulo Cardozo. Calls DeBose off. He gives him some German hospitality. Zambrano controls, flicks over. Clemens. The upper body stuff, I'm certainly letting go. It's the foot fouls that have been called here. Switched out wide to Brian Barad. Inside again, Cardozo, playmaking. It's the 1v1 matchup here with Devontae DeBose and Jose Presti. It's been a good matchup all second half here. Back through Atwine. Atwine looking to switch. Drops it back to the captain, number 4. Angel de Alba. De Alba back to Cardozo. To Atwine. Martinez wins back and tries a back heel that amounts to nothing. Good bit of skill here again. Cardozo's feet are excellent. And again, him and Martinez are a very similar player, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, if you were to swap jerseys with them, I don't think you could tell the difference in their body type. They're both left-footed. They're both very crafty, very, very good players, and they do remind me of each other very much.
Goal kick here. Keegan Rogers taking a drink here. And soccer fans, make sure you listen to Soccer Talk with FC Tucson every Saturday morning from 9 to 10 on ESPN Tucson 1490 and 104.9 FM. Join Connor Foster, Greg Foster, John Perlin, and Ted Przalski as they tackle controversies, call-ins, guests, and other topics from around the world's game. That's Soccer Talk with FC Tucson, Saturday mornings from 9 to 10 on ESPN Tucson 1490 and 104.9 FM. Eddie Sanchez enters in here for Espindola, who was, again, on the board, goal scored, an assist. I mean, just a great game for him overall, Jeff.
Yeah, you can't say enough about, again, that front four. You know, Zambrano, Espindola, Clemens, and Martinez. The chemistry between those four players is very special. So let's see how Sanchez does coming in.
Keegan Rogers handles that very well. I don't think anyone was buying that penalty call, Jeff. Sanchez drops into the midfield to find the ball. And Sanchez had a fantastic game against Yuma, and it was really good to see him. He had come off an injury. He had been slumping a bit, but what a great performance. He had to do double duty as a forward and then as a central midfielder when FC Tucson went down to man Yuma. And it's just great to see him on the field. I think he's got so much to offer. And hopefully this next 24 minutes will be a good time for him to showcase that attacking ability. So Martinez moves into that left position for Espindola, and Sanchez says, "Welcome to my match here," but again, no call on that foul. And it's kind of hard to figure out what's a foul and what's not. It's been a little bit inconsistent here, Jeff, but nothing too major. No major differential making calls.
No, you know, I thought in the first half, Matt tried to keep it tight. He issued yellow cards. He did a good job of being consistent. Second half, he's letting a lot more go. You can see it's frustrating the players a little bit. They're not sure what's a foul anymore, and it's going to get interesting as this game goes on.
And again, we'd like to thank the students at Desert View High School for providing tonight's live stream. They'll be helping FC Tucson all summer long bring you this free broadcast. Out to Atwine again on the left-hand side. Drop back to the captain. Sorry, number 8, that was Jadilson Dinera. Cleared away. And Justin Billiard clears, but only to the midfield to be won back by the Misioneros. And number 12, Alex Mendoza, who's entered the game at the center back position. I didn't realize he'd entered the game. Now I found him. These numbers are hard to pick out here. Gold numbers on the white jerseys, Jeff. Even though I have fantastic vision.
I know my 50-year-old eyes can't make it out.
Yep. Jeff's body's falling apart, ladies and gentlemen. His hearing, his vision. We're just glad to have him for the short time that we do. Eddie Sanchez did a good job holding up there. And draws a foul. Alex Mendoza. None too impressed. And again, Sanchez, I think, was bailed out by that foul. Ball's on the ground. Michael Turner looking to take the free kick. Don't forget to get your tickets to any FC Tucson home match at fctucson.com. Click the tickets tab to be taken to our home match directory. And you got to see the FC Tucson women take on Patadors and Legends FC next Friday and Saturday right here at Keno Sports Complex. Tickets can be bought at fctucson.com by calling 520-334-1115. And again, fans are a little bit quieted now as the entertaining soccer we saw in the first half just hasn't appeared here in the second half, Jeff.
Yeah, you know, this is the nature of the game. It's a 90-minute marathon, if you will. It's not a sprint. There's going to be ebbs and flows. FC Tucson just got to make sure they stay defensively disciplined, as I keep saying, and organized, and let the game come to them. They're the ones that are up 2-0. They don't have to press.
And Hobbs unable to save the ball, and FC Tucson goes for their infamous short quarter that usually amounts into nothing, but a great job to recover by David Clemens. Clemens with the ball inside, but unable to find a darting Ozzy Ramos looking to add his name to the scoring. And watch Ramos sprint here to recover. The Misioneros looking to build here. Lopez. So Eddie Sanchez right there. And Hobbs, I don't think unreasonably coming out of his goal, has seen enough. You know, there's a little, you know, I don't think it was just a kind of a clumsy challenge there, but probably a foul. And I don't know if the play was stopped for an injury or for a foul. So it looks like it's going to be a drop ball here with Sternheim instructing FC Tucson to play it back to a very far out and none too impressed Hobbs. And Clemens does the sporting thing.
Yeah, I think what happened there was that the ball came into their center midfield. Sanchez stepped in, and I think he stepped on his foot, but the ball got switched out, so they were still in possession. There really wasn't anything to it, so I think Matt just felt like, okay, they're still in possession. I'm not going to call the foul, but it's adding up now where he's letting things go more and more. The players are getting frustrated, and again, the goalkeeper Hobbs came out of that goal to complain about it, and rightfully so.
One thing you can't complain about is the FC Tucson soccer cage. Make any occasion special with the FC Tucson soccer cage. Available to rent for birthday parties, graduations, bar mitzvahs, team parties, corporate events, and more. Contact info@fctucson.com or call 520-334-1115 for more information. And Sanchez has been a bit perhaps overly aggressive coming on here in the second half. Jeff hasn't eager to get his minutes, eager to establish being part of this exciting attacking force, and is mainly just running into people at this point.
Yeah, and it is. It's a fine line between being aggressive and trying to make a difference and just being a little bit late and being clumsy, and that's what Sanchez is doing right now. He keeps going for the ball but stepping on their feet, and that's causing the fouls. He's going to get a yellow card here if he doesn't settle down.
Misioneros, great step by David Clemens, but unable to get hold of it. Clemens has been tirelessly working at that number 9 position. FC Tucson almost with 5 backs here as Turner drops in to help Hockendorf. Clear only as far as number 4, Angel de Alba. De Alba switches through. Finds Cardozo, who's dropped in again to pick up the ball. Poor touch there, and it's one back by Turner. DeBose holding too long there, and that's been a problem with Devontae. Occasionally not being sure of the decision instead of making the easy early one. Great ball there, and Zambrano's off to the races. Just unable, but Clemens again. Clemens is a force of nature tonight, throwing his body in front of difficult situations. And sometimes when you go through these tough spells, it's just work rate that can get you out of them, Jeff.
Yeah, that's exactly right. You just want to grind these moments out. As we keep talking about, the minutes are in your favor. As the game goes on, it gets tighter and tighter. You're still up 2-0. So it doesn't always have to be pretty. You just got to keep working. I'm really impressed right now with Turner and Ramos together. They're both playing like a dual defensive midfielder, and they are just doing a great job of squeezing down all the spaces that the Misioneros want to exploit.
And Hockendorf has been run by here. Good bit of skill, but again, 3 FC Tucson players back him. That's well handled. Cardozo looking to build again. Played out wide. Turner's covering for the Bows here. Turned inside well there. Service just a little bit too far. He's not going to get there. And a good recovery. Hockendorf got caught and turned a little bit there, but a great recovery from Sebastian Pineda and Justin Billiou.
Yeah, and it's just great defensive organization. Everybody's got their man. Everybody's anticipating, reading play, clearing balls out. Right now, FC Tucson is defending very, very well.
And out wide to Devontae DeBose. He's looking to probe, switches the ball well, finds Luis Martinez. Martinez turning inside. Put down, but play on is given. Turner switches it back through Ramos. Ramos looking diagonal, but plays the same side, finds Justin Billiou. Billiou with the early service. And Zambrano zigged, and I think Billiou was expecting a far post zag there, so it's safely in the hands of Adam Hobbs. Hobbs looking to play out here. Almost halfway through the second half here, Jeff, and FC Tucson passed halfway through the second half. 15 minutes to go, and they've slowly killed off this half. It might not be pretty, but it's certainly effective, and I'm sure Rick Schantz will be happy to go out with no injuries and a 2-0 victory.
Well, there's no question. Right now it's been a perfect game for them. Now they've got to close it out correctly to, again, make sure that they stay disciplined, but they're playing a great match so far.
Good step by Sebastian Pineda, and a great ball here through. Luis Martinez is in on goal if he can get a good first touch here. Gets in the, he went for the good early ball, trying to reward the gallivanting center back, but he's unable to do so. And I think that's what you do. When a big guy decides to run 70 yards, you better feed him, huh, Jeff Rogers?
Oh, what a great play by Pineda. He stepped in. He was a good 30 yards inside of his own half when he started that movement. Stepped into the passing lane, won the ball, drew two defenders, and it looked like he was going to find Clemens, who was trying to find a space on the left side, but he played an outside the football to Martinez, who was clear on the right, continued that run, so now he's run a good 75 yards. Martinez tried to find him with the ball on the ground, but it got blocked for a corner kick.
Corner kick here, Justin Billieu. Center far post. Oh, right to Pineda. Another great intervention by Hobbs. He does well to come off his line there, Jeff.
Yeah, I mean, Rocky would be happy with the way that he can punch a ball. He's really been spectacular in that aspect.
Yeah, if punching was worth goals, I would say Misioneros would be up 8-2 right now. Unfortunately for their staff and their team, it is not. So 2-0 here still. FC Tucson on the front foot in the driver's seat. And surprisingly, Eddie Sanchez has committed another foul. I had a player on my team once we used to call him money's worth, Jeff Rogers. And we used to say he always got his money's worth. He played about 4 minutes a game. There's usually, a yellow card and 3 fouls. So for tonight, Eddie, you are our money's worth. Good bit of skill there from the right back there. Brian Burad looking to build out. But again, the Misioneros just haven't had enough dynamic movement in the final third to really create the kind of opportunity they need. Very good through the midfield, but it's that final quality, that final dangerous player just hasn't shown himself.
Well, and again, Turner and Ramos are the reason for this. They are just dropping into every pass.
Good bit of movement here. Cardozo looking to shake Michael Turner, who again has defended just so well all game. Corner kick there. But you're right, it's not dealing with just 4 backs, it's 2 defensively committed DCMs, and you're always going to be going 4 against 6 if you're not willing to throw your outside backs forwards. And they haven't been willing to do that, have they, Jeff?
Yeah, that's exactly right. They're not used to that type of tactical game. They love to play through the middle of the field. That's where they have the concentration of their quality players, but that's where FC Tucson is doing their best work defensively.
They're looking to make a change here with Caleb Candelaria coming on here. Looks like the sub was waved off. Coach is looking to maybe make a different decision here. Keegan Rogers, in the 77th minute here. FC Tucson 2-0. Served it towards David Clemens. Good win there by the Misioneros. Again, it's clogged up in the middle. There's no space to go in the middle. They've moved to 3 forwards while they're playing very flat in that formation. And FC Tucson doing a good job of keeping play in front of them. Justin Billieu drives through, but it's armed or headed out of bounds here. This summer, let your child train like a pro and feel like a pro by signing them up for FC Tucson summer camps. Your child will hone their soccer skills training with certified coaches at a world-class facility where the Major League Soccer preseason in Tucson is held. Register by going to fctucson.com and clicking the camps tab. And the substitution has been made, and a disappointing night for Ronald Moreno. Again, had a couple opportunities in the first half, but just couldn't find the game in the second half. Caleb Candelaria will take his spot, and it looks like they're going to move one of their midfielders up. I can't see who that is, up to that number 9 position. That's number 9, actually, Brian Burad, who was playing right back. So Burad hoping to show some versatility here and maybe pick up 2 goals here in the last 10 minutes so that the Misioneros aren't going home without any points. Billieu on the throw-in. Sorry, Billieu. That's cleared away. One back. Sanchez dropped. Unimpressed there. And then Ramos with a clean challenge. And again, the foul recognition in the second half has been questionable, but both ways. It's been in one team's favor or the other. Ozzy Ramos was just done unfairly there on what's a completely clean challenge. Getting all the ball first and coming through the man, and just very unfortunate.
Well, and just before that, Sanchez got dumped, and no call. You expected something to come out of there. So Ozzy steps in to try and clean the mess up, and of course, ends up being the victim with getting the yellow card.
It looks like Majed Osman is going to enter the match, probably for either Luis Martinez or Brandon Zambrano. Osmond again, lethal goal scorer. Great finish he had against Yuma, upper 90. If you give him a little time and a little quality, 20 yards out or in, he can be lethal. So I'll be excited to see if maybe he can bring some energy to what's been a very stagnant second half FC Tucson attack. The sub Candelaria coming flying in. The ball is taken away from him. Clemens dumped by 1, 2, 3 Misioneros. And again, this match just has lost all of its rhythm, Jeff, and sort of the joy that we were talking about in the first half, where it was called tight, people knew there were rules, and now it's just become a rugby match.
Yeah, and it's a function of a couple of things. One is that FC Tucson is up, so they're just defending. They're not moving quite as dynamically in the attack as they were. And then the second thing is that the refereeing is letting things go. Nobody really knows what a foul is anymore. The Misioneros are trying to press. They're getting frustrated, getting chippy, and it's just adding to a game that's a little helter-skelter right now.
Clemens without a goal, but not without a tremendous performance. A great 80 minutes from David Clemens. By all means, for me, maybe one of 3 guys who could be considered the man of the match. What he did up there was exactly what Rick Shantz has been missing. That number 9 position, that consistency from there, and letting those attacking players run off them and being such a facilitator. And get a little bit of interplay here. Zambrano almost through. And not sure what that call was for, but the Misioneros are going the other direction. Ball played in. Dealt with by Justin Villiers, who's had a good second part of this game after a little bit shaky in the first half. And Hockendorf drives an excellent idea there, but it's overhit. Hockendorf again been very solid in the back, but like you said, Ramos and Turner for me are really been a huge part. Those 2 guys in those holding 2 roles have both been involved in the attack when appropriate and just locking up that center of the park, giving nothing for the Misioneros to play through. Ramos, another deft touch. Just controlling Osmond with a great ball through here. And again, Sanchez getting involved. None too happy here. And Sanchez just needs to let the match be what it is. A 2-0 victory, 7 minutes left.
Well, that was a yellow card on Martinez just now. So what happened was the ball was played through. He got in behind the defense. It was called offside. He controlled it, and he took a shot on goal like any forward is going to do. The referee felt like he was trying to waste time with that shot, and he gave him a yellow card. I think it's just a terrible decision. I think the referee is kind of let the game get away from him in this half, and he's got to start to get himself back together because that was a terrible decision on his part.
We're 83 minutes here in the second half, and Hobbs belts it forward. Hockendorf looking to win that, but Pineda excellent position. Rogers coming out. Rogers has had nothing to do tonight. Just great late blocks, good play from FC Tucson. And it's been a quiet night in the back, and I think we can be happy with that, Jeff.
Oh, that's the key. You want your goalkeeper to end up with no saves. And the defense is just doing a fantastic job of eliminating all dangerous situations. They're very organized. Hockendorf and Pineda seem to have a good chemistry. They started off a little shaky, but it's really settled down as this match has gone on.
Hobbs belts it forward again towards Pineda. Pineda holds his ground, and Ramos delivers a souvenir towards the B&E Aerospace Group, who have enjoyed their game tonight. Our corporate partners taking their employees out for a night of winning FC Tucson soccer, it looks like. DeBose looking to dispossess here. DeBose. Osmond, ball given away here. DeBose steps in well. Back to Turner. Turner with a great ball through to Martinez. Martinez controls well. Keeps it in bounds. Buried from behind. And this is what happens at the end of these kind of games. Angel de Alba and Eddie Sanchez has just been wired wrong this entire match. His job is to come in and bring energy, and he's been in the mix in all these scrums. And again, we talked to about the Dallas Jays situation and the end of that game, when just the game needs to just end. FC Tucson needs to just walk away and take the result. These are all important players with a huge 3-game road trip coming up, and you don't want to be short of anybody you need, because if some of these, on a red card, you're not going to take them in the vans, Jeff, for a 13-hour ride to play in 2 or 3 games.
Well, and we're going to go back to it. FC Tucson is up 2-0. They are the ones that need to manage this game, not let the emotions of it and the frustration of the Misioneros get the better of them. Sanchez is coming in. He's trying to make a difference. He's trying to impress Cochons that he's a player that can go in there with some energy, but he's going about it all wrong. He is kind of a loose gun right now. He's fouling people. He's trying to be an enforcer. Instead, you just want to be steady, hold on to the ball, defend well, not do anything that's reckless. So Sanchez is being a little bit counterproductive in my opinion.
And Zambrano, the goal scorer, is taken off. And the Frenchman enters, Elliot Prost, out of Fort Lewis College in Colorado. Prost's first appearance this year in a league match for him, and earned it with a great performance against Yuma as well. We've seen a couple of those guys who performed well have really good games tonight in Merlin Hockendorf, in Michael Turner, and hopefully now Elliot Prost will be able to make his mark here in the last 4 minutes by providing some defensive energy and maybe a third nail in the coffin goal. Hobbs on the goal kick here. There's a new way for teachers to easily integrate technology and stream projects into their classrooms. Mindful Learning Institute has trained teachers from all over the country to change the educational paradigm, increase understanding in science, technology, engineering, math, and the arts. Mindful Learning Institute, resource for meaningful education. Elliot, just stepped by there. Martinez beaten well, and a lot of long through balls, and this is a little trouble here for Justin Bilyeu trying to track here. See Tucson looking to get numbers back. And you see Turner and Ramos just streaking back to block up that central. That attack is thwarted again. Misioneros back in the build. Good ball in there. Osmond coming back to defend. And could have attempted a volley there. It looks like he might have pulled his muscle there. It's number 8, Jadilson Vieira, trying to make something happen, but the moments are ticking away here, Jeff, and this looks like a big win for FC Tucson, a really well-needed 3 points.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, you always talk about it in the PDO. You have to take care of your home field, and FC Tucson has done a masterful job of that this year, so this is a big 3 points if they can ride this game out.
Good flick on there by Osman, and he finds Eddie Sanchez. Sanchez isolated. Good ball there. Osman, great little piece of skill. And it's a free kick. FC Tucson earned, and by the time they take this, we could be 89 minutes in, and it's going to be a happy Saturday night here in Tucson for the FC Tucson team. A really professional performance here in the second half, taking care of business, Jeff.
Yeah, I think that's a great way to put it, a professional performance. They attacked well, they've defended well, they've done everything that you expect your home team to do, and right now they got the 2-0 lead that they're just trying to preserve. They're managing it, keeping the ball down in the corner, getting free kicks. Now they've just got to make sure these guys that have yellow cards, they don't do anything that's going to cause a red and have to sit out the next game.
And maybe that's what Edgar Rain is looking to do for Devontae DeBose, making sure that some of those end-of-the-game shenanigans don't occur here and put him in a bad position. He's trusting the captain, Luis Martinez, to finish this game off. Martinez is just always going to get that kind of, because it's hard for people to understand that a 5'5" player is that much better than them, huh, Jeff?
Yeah, I mean, he's got that kind of messy quality where he's so crafty at getting his body between the ball and the man, and you think that he might have lost his touch, but he hasn't. And the defender just goes straight through him, lands on top of him. I mean, he must be fouled 15, 20 times a game. He's just a terrific little player.
In FC Tucson, Michael Turner coming off after a stalwart performance along with Ozzy Ramos in the defensive midfield. And the crowd gives him his well due. And Edgar Reyna, the hometown player in Nogales, Arizona, the Tucson Soccer Academy product.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like an FC Tucson game unless Edgar Reyna gets some time on the field.
Or a header. Martinez and Osmond on the ball, looking to see this game out. We've entered the 90th minute. And soccer fans, don't forget to listen to Soccer Talk with FC Tucson every Saturday morning from 9 to 10 on ESPN Tucson 1490 and 104.9 FM. Join Connor Foster, Greg Foster, Ted Brzezelski, and John Perlman as they tackle controversies, call-ins, and guests, and other topics from across the soccer world. That's Soccer Talk with FC Tucson, Saturday mornings from 9 to 10 on ESPN Tucson 1490 and 104.9 FM. And Rogers clears wisely, as him and Hockendorf didn't seem to be on the same ginger page. It's been a great night for the Gingers, I think. You've got Keenan Rogers, semi-ginger, Justin Billiou, and Merlin Hockendorf just performing tremendously. And it feels like every player in the Misioneros has gotten a yellow card this game, huh, Jeff?
It really does, and I'll tell you what, Matt really has no one to blame but himself for the way that this thing has gone. The way that he came out in the second half and just let so many fouls go, and the frustration you could feel was building and building, and then out of nowhere he starts yellow carding every player. It's been a Jekyll and Hyde performance by him.
I think the important thing is here he has avoided the red card, which is the wise decision not to let anyone take part in. Have to sit a game out for what's just been a rocky second half by all means. DeBose drives the ball in, safety first here. Hobbs, and it's been a good performance from Hobbs. I really can't place any blame on him. His distribution's been solid, his effort's been solid, but just the final third's been lacking. And either you're giving FC Tucson credit or just saying that the Misioneros need to sign a more dynamic forward at this point. And a great block there by Eddie Sanchez, starting to do what he's on there to do, which is see this game out. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube page at youtube.com/FC Tucson Soccer for all of our different soccer videos that we do. And obviously, we're so glad you joined us tonight for the stream. Jeff and I are going to be auditioning for ESPN 8 to Ocho. We want to cover the next Dodgeball Championship, so we're going to be sending this tape in and see what we can get out of it. I just want everyone to know that Jason Samvangosa from Las Vegas scored the winning header for Las Vegas in their game a couple weeks ago, and I said that, I hoped he had been cut, and I just really want to take back that statement. I feel like I've got his name under control, and he scored a goal just to prove to me what an important player he is on that team. Controlled by the Misioneros here in the dying minutes, looking to maybe salvage a goal or something to take home with them, a consolation prize here. Reyna is moving his body very well to stay in front there, and FC Tucson again, you can call it a little Chelsea-esque, you can call it a little parking the bus, but it's been excellent. Great little ball there from Elliot Prost. And Prost maybe looking to reward himself here. Eddie, great decision there on the switch. Martinez and Justin, Bill, you're looking to make the run. You've got to deliver that ball here. Oh, he doesn't. Justin's not too. Oh, Sanchez, that's absolutely a. I just. And that's the game, and no effort to. Yeah. So most importantly, we are finished here at Keno North Stadium with the final score: FC Tucson 2, the Golden State Misioneros 0. It's been a great night. Jeff, thanks for sharing with us. All of you out here who are in YouTube land who watch the stream, we thank you every week for joining us. You need to come out here and see a game live, though. It is a fantastic experience. From John Perlman, from Jeff Rogers, thank you, and good night all. How you doing, Dave?